but your current sphere is not big enough. What are you going to do? Well, you need to make new friends. So the best way to do that is through cold calling. I use RedX to call expireds, for sale by owners, for rent by owners, circle prospect, and you can too. Go to theredx.com/fight club and get your setup fee waived. All right, I'm here today with Jim Jensen, and we are going to talk about how to get leads from your side hustle. Jim is with RealtyOne Group, Green Valley in Henderson, Nevada. Hey, Jim.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being on. So give us a
No problem.
little backstory. How long have you been a real estate agent?
I started real estate in 2006. I've been doing it part-time all that time.
Okay.
And I started working in the casinos in 2005. And I've been there, they run in parallel with each other since 2005 and 2006. So it's, it's been a unique situation, but it's been very rewarding.
Yeah.
And it's a good it's a good situation to be in because it allows me to do a lot of networking and meet a lot of people. So
Well, tell us more about that. Like, how are you getting, I mean, I can understand the concept of getting leads, right? But you're more purposeful about it. So what are your tips for being purposeful about building a real estate agent while you're doing your
when I
other
start,
side hustle?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, when I first started real estate, I was already working in the casinos for a year.
Mhm.
And first of all and foremost, when you're working full time and doing real estate part time, you have to be very mindful of the boundaries that you have at work. So
Right.
you kind of have to ease into it a little bit, and you just talk real estate when you can, and just let people know that you are in the business when you get a chance. Don't go full blown
Don't wear your
salesman, but
realtor pin?
yeah, pretty much. But
Or should you, Jim? Maybe you should.
I know, right? And but no, just let everybody know that you're in the business when opportunity arises, and you just reinforce it because you got at any given time you'll have about 8,000 people on property,
Okay.
and so I mean that's pretty good exposure to have.
Right.
And when you're in the hallways and you're seeing same people day after day, and you let them know that you are in the business when you can. Every day in the hallways, you always say, hey, how so and so, how's it going? Well, it's going good. How about you? I always say that. Well, between working here in real estate, it keeps me busy. Oh, really?
Oh, that's
How's the
good.
how's the market?
Right.
Okay, and that's typically an opening that you can take to let them know how the market is going. But first and foremost, being a part-time realtor, I mean, you have to. It's all about prioritizing
Mhm.
because you don't have the time full-time realtors have, but so the time that you do have, you have to prioritize and make sure that you know your numbers. You got to know your inventory. If you don't know your
Right.
inventory, you can't sell anything.
True.
So you got to know what your numbers are, and when somebody asks you about the market, you're able to go over the
Gotta
numbers
have an
with them and let
answer.
them.
But
Oh, absolutely, absolutely,
I like how you brought it into the conversation, so then became natural to
yeah,
ask about it. I think that's like a key point too. Are
absolutely.
most of the clients that you're helping, are they coworkers or are they customers?
They're coworkers,
Okay.
and when I'm not working, I spend a lot of time socializing on the strip,
Hmm.
and I talk about real estate as well. And people always ask, "Oh, wow, how is it like living in Las Vegas? I mean, what kind of
Right.
lifestyle is that?" I bet it's. I always tell them this as well. If you like fun, you'll love Vegas, and and it's because everybody's always intrigued by Vegas. So I mean, it's
Right.
Vegas helps you basically markets itself basically, and you can take advantage of it in that situation. So,
What do you
but
think is so if you're going to have a side hustle, do you think it's important to choose one where you are interacting with a lot of coworkers then, I imagine?
oh, I mean, obviously more people the better. So I mean, it's
Right.
but like I said, I see the same people day in day out, and
Like, yeah.
I so I mean, I always talk real estate, and when the chances, when opportunity arises, and trying to keep top of mind with everybody. And I always offer too. I says, if you, I'll give you a business card. I don't force it on them, but I'll ask them if they want one. And if they do, then I'll give it to them and say, what, hey, give me your contact information and your address, and I'll be more than happy to get a market report out to you every month. And and that way I stay top of mind with them as well. Not only away from work, but also at work. So.
How many customers do you think that you could help? Like if you have a full-time job and real estate is kind of your side hustle, your part-time gig.
Well, I don't typically take on more than 5 at one time because I want to be able to devote the time that the client deserves.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a 5 client limit. Because I feel that I can spread my time among 5 clients at one time and give them the time that they deserve to look out for fiduciary duty and look out for their best interests, and treat them well. So.
And what do you do with the others? Like, let's say you're already working with 5 and another 6th one comes in.
That's a tough situation. I've never been in that situation, but
Okay.
if I would probably take that client on, and if it does arise that I'm running thin on time,
Mm-hmm.
then to look out for the client's best interests, I would probably refer it off to another agent in our
Yeah,
office. So
that's a good
that would,
idea.
yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So, okay. So tips I hear are: 1, make sure that you're working a job where you're interacting with a lot of colleagues, because those are, I mean, that's your sphere.
Right.
2, make sure that you're regularly mentioning real estate, like not an awkward way, but just like you're like reminding them, right?
Correct. Correct.
And then I thought I had a third one. Oh, know your market. Well, that's all real. You should know your market.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you got to know your market. Like I said, you got to know your numbers.
Well, and plus, if
Eh,
you know the people, then you probably know where they live. And you could even like, if one of them is a pretty good lead source for you, you could set up like a CMA for stuff they want to know, right? Like stuff that they're
Absolutely.
interested in. Like, oh, did you see that in your
Hmm.
neighborhood? That new, like, just to keep the conversation alive.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll set up a search for them, and I'll just kind of keep an opportunity going for them to shoot them as many listings or uh, that are in their interest that
Right.
they're looking
Like
to
whatever they're
possibly buy.
invest or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'll shoot them listings real time through our MLS, and I'll keep them updated as to what's available and what's coming on the market, what
Right.
price changes have taken place. And then the special thing about this too, Jen, is when you have all these potential people in your sphere in the workplace, you have a referral network because you've worked with these people, and
Right.
they'll
They
refer
know how
you
you
on to.
work.
Absolutely, and they'll tell other employees as well. Well, Jim sold a house for me, or Jim bought a house for me and helped me out, and and you did a great job, and
Right.
and I would definitely recommend it. So I mean, it's important to do a good job. Obviously, you always want to do a good job,
Of course.
but that way you got a good referral network going on at the workplace as well. So
That's awesome. Well, those are really good tips. Thanks for being on. I know sometimes we give
sure.
part-time agents a hard time, and I think that's when you messaged me. We're like, "Hey,
Yeah,
wait a minute."
I know, I know.
And I love a good battle, Jim.
I
So,
know you do. I know, dude. You and Monica crack me up all the
well,
time.
thanks for listening. And if people are watching and they either want to buy, sell, invest, or they have a client that's going to Vegas or Henderson, how can we get a hold of you?
Yeah, definitely. If you want to join the fund, just go ahead and text me at 702-286-5281, or they can email me at Jensen, Jensen, Las Vegas Homes at gmail.com.
Now, the most important question is, what is your favorite game to play?
I like to pull the handle every once in a while.
Yeah? Do you win?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously not all the time, but you got to learn when to hit the cash out button because it's like the housing market. You got to hit the cash out button every once in a while, otherwise, it could come back on you. So.
Exactly, exactly. Awesome. Well, thanks a lot, Jim. I appreciate it.
Hey, great seeing you.
Hi guys, Monica Weakley here. You know how you're supposed to post about real estate every single day on Facebook? Yes, you do. And the reason is if we don't remind our Facebook friends what we do for a living and how we help people, they will forget about it. We know it's our job to inform, educate, and demonstrate what we do for a living. Well, I'm coaching agents all around the country, and they understand that, but they're not doing it. And I ask them, why aren't you doing it? Probably just like you. And they said, Monica, we don't know what to post. Can we just borrow your stuff? Because I love creating Facebook posts. And these can often be used over on Instagram as well. So I said yes, and people were borrowing my stuff. So I created finally a product that you can sign up for free. It is free, guys. There is no reason for you not to sign up for this. It's ghostposter.com, GHOSTPOSTR, no E in there, just TR.com. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a Facebook posting idea to your email every single day. So not only do you have this great idea, but you've been reminded, oh yeah, I need to post. And that's Monday through Friday. And if you don't love the post or you think, gosh, I'd like something else, well, you're also going to get access to a library of over 600 different posts for you to choose from by category. You're going to love it. Go sign up, ghostposter.com. Don't waste a minute. And then be sure to join the private Facebook group. All right, I'll see you in there.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a podcast.